Hey, Canvams here. I do a lot of work on smaller crafts, go-karts and lawn tractors and things like that. And usually, if you look at some of my old videos, hop up and down on the tire to try to break the bead and whatnot. So finally what I did was I found this little tire changer thing at Home Depot. Not Home Depot, the other one, Harbor Freight. And it's a Pittsburgh mini tire changer. I think it cost me like 40 bucks. I mean, it was, on sale. Maybe it was a little bit less even. And then I bought this thing on Amazon. It was a hitch mount for a vise. Unfortunately, I didn't check everything correctly, so I'm using vice grips to hold this thing out. I'll show you what I mean. So, yeah, that's the deal. This is got holes in it, but they're way too small to match up with the slotted ones. I could drill a hole and make it work, but I don't see really any sense in it. So what I was going to do is I figured I'd just show you how to get a tire off while I'm working with this thing. Let me make sure I'm in the right direction here. We'll move you here. I think that's a pretty good spot. Okay. Pop the tire right on thing here. Comes with a little sleeve.
How you doing, John?
Hey, okay.
Good. I got the one you gave me. Full Poison Ivy Plus.
Okay, so here it is mounted. This is just, you put it on there, you tighten it up reasonably tight, nothing crazy. And then this here, in order to break the bead, what you're going to want to do, first thing is take out the valve stem, or at least the core part. You need one of these valve tools. If you don't have one, any auto parts store, Walmart, whatever, they'll have them. This tire has absolutely no air in it, so taking this out, maybe not absolutely necessary, but when you're going to squish it down and get the bead to break, it might not work out so great. So this is a piece that comes with it. It's for breaking the bead. I think I've got this on backwards, but I kind of like it for this application. It's a very thin tire, and I'm afraid I would just rip right through it. Okay, so that's on there. Turn it a little bit. That's good. Now all I'm going to do is come here and pop. Comes right off. Well, now you have a choice. You could flip it over and break the other bead, or you can take this other piece and a little soapy water is great for this. You get this done. I have a ton of this stuff. Actually, I wound up buying 2 cases for this other project I'm working on. Rusty vet. So essentially now what you want to do is get in here. This thing works spectacular for pulling off. So no screwdrivers, nice rounded end on this thing, so even if you had a tube in here, you'd probably be okay. And for now, it's just got to come off, flip over. This goes first. That centers the wheel. Then this. And I think on this side I just use the one spacer because otherwise there's not enough threads. Okay, break this bead. Come on now. There we go. Damn. But we don't want to take this one off of this side like we did on the other one. What we have to do is take it off one more time, flip it around, and get the tire the rest of the way off. Come on now. It's because it helps to look through the hole and see the thread. Mud all over me. Come on now. Alright, if it starts spinning like this one is, because it's like way too wet inside, I have a little trick I use, only on steel rims. I'll be right back. There we go. What made me crazy on this one is that it was all filled with water. Except it was flat for that long. So, I just want to clean up the rim and I'll be back to put it back on. And now I'm going to talk about the valve. This valve is probably fine, but this actually came with the tires, so no sense in keeping an old valve because sometimes they do get, you know, little leaks in them and it's a mess. In order to get them out, there's other ways of doing it, but I should mention though, at a minimum, if you're not going to replace this, you're going to at least want to take out the little valve inside at a minimum. To put the air in the tire initially to get it seated, because the valve makes the air come in very slowly. But in any event, I'm going to take this out, and the way I do it is I used to have a tool that actually threaded on and it had a big thing and it would hit the edge of the rim and you just pry it out right out. But I don't have that here, so I'll make do with what I can. And what I actually do, let me pull you off of here so I can show you. It's on the back here. There's a piece that you can cut. Hold on one second, sorry. I swear I can cut it. Yeah, there we go. All right. These are very, very small. If I had my larger ones with me, it'd be in good shape, but I think I lent them to somebody and now they're gone. So now that that's off, this thing will just pull right out. And that's half the battle. And now we'll put you back up here so you can see the other half of the battle. Hopefully I can clean up that footage a little bit. I know it was an absolute wreck, but sorry about that. So now with this, what you're going to want is a, I'll put it halfway through. Don't drop it on the floor like I did. Anyway, what I was getting to is you're going to want to get it through. Get this thing on here again. Well, instead of using this to pull it out this time, we'll be using to pull it in. But I'm going to put a little soapy water right on here. Then we'll pull it up just a little bit, and then with the pliers here, I'm going to hook and I'm going to pry against my tool, not the valve stem. Now it's in there nice and seated, so I can pull this out. And then I'm going to remember right now, so I don't forget, to pull out this nice new valve stem. And I should call it just a valve, I guess. So I can blow this up nice and easy when it comes time. Okay, so now to put the tire actually on, you're going to want to get yourself a bit of a soapy water mixture. I heard that you could use Windex or something like that, but I just mix some soapy dishwash stuff with water and then put it in a spray bottle. You could also use a cotton something or other to applicate it. I used to have some crazy brush that we used, but now sometimes you could just spin these on, which I'm trying. Yeah, bada bing, winning. So we're halfway there. Now the other part, sometimes this is harder, sometimes I could do it just by hand, sometimes not, so I'll give it a shot. If not, then we'll use the tool. I mean, that's the nice part about this thing. I think so far I'm finding this well worth it. Actually, both things. The hitch mount is kind of cool. Like if you don't have a good workbench or something, like you mount this thing on the hitch mount and all is happy. Alright, I'm going to use a tool on this one. Let's see now. Where'd it go? There it is. Now this one, if I understand it correctly, goes on this thing. Then you hold the tire. And you spin this around. Well, I'll be. This thing really works well. I like it a lot. And then I bought 4-ply tires because with 2-ply tires, they're very, very hard to inflate and they don't last as long. So I'm really hoping that these will just sort of blow right up and I won't have to use my ether and fire game, because that's always, you know, fun, but it's a pain in the neck. So in any event, this one is now ready for air. And I mean, hopefully you have a better solution than me. I just happen to have 3 pairs of vice grips I could use. Actually, I have 4, but it's working for now. So next wheel. Okay, second tire, just in case the first one didn't come out well. So we're gonna put soapy water on the inside and outside, because the inner edge is often hitting the metal and you don't want to get stuck on there. And I might as well do both beads right now. It's not going to evaporate in the time that I go and put it on. Okay. I got some leaf stuff in here. There we go. Alright. So now the first one, we'll just take it, spin her on. I think. Why are you fighting with me here, you crazy tire? Well, no matter. I have the tool. And see here for the win. Oh boy, I'm glad I recorded this before, because this one is not quite as easy. Alright, that was in the neck. That sometimes happens, but it didn't take me forever. Like sometimes it can if you're doing it without the right tools. Oh, come on, you have to get down there. Don't turn. I don't want to rip the tire here. A little more soapy water maybe. Might have dried up on me. Oh, shit. Really? Every now and then, you gotta go old school. Let's see if old school will work on this tire. You're gonna bend this thing. It's just about on. Alright. I don't know why I was maybe didn't have enough lube on the tool or what, but it's on. And I'm ready to put air in the tires. Okay, let's see if I got lucky now with these 4-ply tires. And they'll easily seat. Like juice. Gotta love it. See if the other one does the same thing. There we go. Whew. Actually took some pressure to seat that one. Alrighty. As you can see, I also cleaned up the rims a little bit. Didn't go crazy, but I think they look nice enough for me. Okay, can't forget to tighten our valves. I put this in before I started recording, but it was just floating in the top. So I'm just gotta tighten this up. And we got another one. Slick new valve caps. Should be good to go. Okay, this is one of the front tires, and I'm just showing it to you because I want to basically explain why I think this thing is great, and you know, the best part of it. Oh, I guess one thing that I really like is the fact that it holds everything nice and steady for you, so you're not flipping it around on the floor trying to stomp on it or anything. But that's not it. This is it. You get this piece on here, you get this thing situated somewhere, and you just push down and you just pop that bead right off. I mean, that is spectacular. I absolutely love it. This part is really just a bonus. There we go. If you watch that video I did like a year and a half ago or something like that, you would see craziness. Just trying to pop the beads. I'm jumping up and down on things and trying to hit them with hammers and all sorts of crazy stuff. There we go. Oh wait, did I not? No, yeah, no. We're good, we're good. No worries. Oh, wait. Bam. Just pop and they're off. So simple. This is going to be a great thing. The problem with these tires, they will lose an air. 3 of them will lose an air. And second thing was that they, let's see, how do I put this? They do hole shots going up my hill. So these are supposed to have slightly better traction. And we'll see, I don't know. But I'm hoping that's the truth. I think on this side I decided I just needed one. Oh, that was on the rear, but I think it's the same on here. I guess one thing I'm noting on this is be careful not to cross-thread. So that'd be bad, bad, bad. Oh wait, no, I need to. I'm silly. I forgot I'm on the front side now, so. Don't want you to cross thread. There we go. We're doing good now. That should be enough. Now all we gotta do is get it in the little lip on the one side. There we go. I'll just keep going on this one. It's not that filthy that I feel I really need to power wash it or anything. But this is going to be tough with this here, and I might actually have to remove it a little bit in order to get the new one seated. Yeah, I do believe there's no way this is going to fit. All right. Well. We're out of there for now. I already pulled the valve out of this one, so I just need a little soapy water on there. It's in there, looking good. Alright, so that's one little hiccup in this thing. For small wheels, it's not the greatest because you got to remove that piece, but again, not a huge deal. Certainly not a deal breaker. Alright, I gotta find where I put those tires. Okay, I found them, and there's a little bit of water in them. I'm not gonna worry about it. Tiny bit. But what I am gonna do, spray them down with soapy water again. Just gonna do the one side this time, because last time it seemed to dry out so fast. Yeah, this is falling into the bushes. I'm not even going to fool around. I'm going to get my tool. My tool! Alright, small tire, definitely a little bit harder than the big tire. I mean, I think it's going to go, but... There's always the old school method. If you can find what you do with your screwdriver. There it is. Fancy tools aside, I'm still happy this thing's being cut down anyway. And boom, it's on. Maybe that was an anomaly of some type, or maybe it's just because it's a tiny little wheel. That's a real pain. I don't know. Should have plenty of that on there. Bubble occurring here. Not sure if you can see it or not. Pop. Oh, come on now. You know what? I think I want to go away from the stem. Sometimes the stem hangs these things up. Really? I wish it would hold the tire somehow a little bit better, but for what I paid on this thing, I can't expect much, right? I just finished it up by hand. Yeah, done. Okay, the first little tire I tried to do was a bit of a pain, so I'm hoping to see that this one goes a little bit smoother. I'm starting out mounting this upside down, and there's a good reason for that you'll see in no time flat. But I'm just setting this up right now so I can pop the bead, which this thing has been working spectacular for. Okay, so I'm going to do that. This up here. Bam. Bead popped. I'm going to flip it over. Let's see. Now on this side, I'm not going to use the little centering plate. I don't think it's really needed on these wheels anyway because of their very small axle shaft. Because I'll show you, the bottom of this thing is rather large, so it's only going to really center itself on something that's really big. So this is not going to be a problem. Then I'm going to put this on here. Actually, let me come over here. Maybe this is the best angle for you to see how it breaks. So it goes in and it starts pushing on that. Bam! That was the hardest one yet, and it wasn't that hard. And how much time did that take me? Not much. And then we're gonna wanna, I guess we'll pop it off. Get a little move on there. Why is it not coming around? Come on now. Stick somewhere. Okay, this. There we go, that's a little bit better, it's not so thin. There, that was my problem. I think what I did was I just pushed this in too far and that would cause it to not work well. So, in any event, we got that one done. I do think the soapy water's helping out a lot, so I'm going to use a little more on the inside here. Okay. I think that was a full twist. Bam, it's off. And where's my choppers? There they are. Oh, come on. Little pain in it. There we go. Okay, so now I already pulled out the stem that was in here, so, and this is why I couldn't use that spacer thing, because this wouldn't fit. It even hits that one to get it off, wow. Man. Tire time. This is not working at all. What the heck? What am I doing wrong? We gotta really get it started first. These little tires are tough. Alright, we're getting there slowly. Oh, there we go, and it just jumped right on. I hate when that happens that way. I'm like, what the heck was holding it up? This really wasn't tight enough. Let's see if I can a little bit tighter. Okay. A little more lube. Chemical Guy sprayer. I bet you they didn't think I was going to use it for this. You heard that pop, that was the valve. It's the back of it. Sometimes I get hung up on the thing. And now it's actually holding it away, which is not good. I need to get it up and over that so it'll seat. There we go. Now it should seat. That's it. That's a whole beginning to end of swapping out the front tire. I will say this probably saved me an hour at least of fighting with these things. So, was it worth it? Yeah, for me it is. Especially because, spin you around here, I've got that one that I need to build. That thing is bananas, and yes, it has some major modifications to it. In fact, it's got hydraulics. So it's Craftsman 2 that's been, well, worked extensively. Okay, getting late in the day, but here's the finished product. I think it looks pretty good with its new shoes. These are designed to give a little bit more traction than the standard turf jobs, and I hope that'll work out okay. But now this thing's got a 1-year-old engine and brand new tires all around. New blades underneath, and a 1-year-old battery that I did have tender on over the winter, so I think I'm good to go. I just probably want to do an oil change. It doesn't have that many hours on it, but I like to do one at least every 6 months or so. But that's it for the tire sort of review of the new tool, and Bam Bam's out.